just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? paint away day and night, 6 hearts, hope I'm okay. You're alright, goodbye then if you dare. Someone new is pulling everywhere. I'm afraid to let them, nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Let's go! Nothing is what I think. I will drown in. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. After you, I'm afraid of feeling some too soon. Cling to what you're given. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Yo, nothing is what I think. I will drown in. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Let's go. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Yo. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh dude, I got some fucking cupping marks extraordinaire. I literally have not looked at myself. I just noticed I have a gnarly cupping mark. How we doing? Dude, I had a massage today and like, holy shit. Like she was just beating the crap out of my body. Like I had so much like gunk in my body. It is hard to, you know, like fucking in the neck, in my feet, in my shins. Dude, my shins were like crazy.
Dude, it like hurt so bad. And I was just like, dig deep. I was like, dig deep. Do it. Dude, she is a profound body worker, though. The woman who works on me, like, she's so good. Dude, she is, like, so good. Like, beyond good. But, yeah, it was intense. But now, I'm feeling like I'm ready to get back in the fight. Yo, come here. Come here, Trumpy. I would like to say this. I heard Trump was talking about seizing seizing ballots or what have you. The only thing that Trump will be seizing between now and November are these nuts. Dude, let's go. Seizing. Dude, you can seize these nuts. Oh, man. That's about all. Dude, someone mentioned political punk today on Thom Hartmann. What's Thom Hartmann? I love it, though. Oh, can I show you? Guys, can I show you? I was fucking around on the internet today, just being a douche. And let me show you. Somebody paid me the greatest compliment ever. Okay? The best compliment I've gotten in a hate comment. Okay, you ready? Let me show you this, guys. You ready? Watch this. Okay, so here we go. So I was just fucking around. Okay? I was just fucking around, whatever, being a douche, being kind of a troll, as I oft do online. But it was about the Canadian woman. The Canadian woman slapped a a MAGA, like some girl was wearing some MAGA shit at like a World Cup game or a baseball game or something. And some Canadian woman slapped this girl. And so they're like deporting her. DHS made this big deal of this criminal aliens getting deported. I mean, it was so stupid. It was like, oh, you touch a MAGA and oh, you're getting deported. But so anyway, somebody like made a comment about this. Okay, let me find it. Here, I'm going to show you. So somebody made a comment about it and all of their guys were like shredding me. All right, let me see where it is. So here it is. Okay, it's right here. It's this one. Okay, this guy made a comment. I don't even know who this guy is. Okay, he's a former Timcaster or whatever. But he said she will never get a U.S. visa again. Her husband will have to move to Canada, all because she had no impulse control and thought politics were a good reason to destroy your life. And so I got in here and I said something snarky. I said, MAGA are the biggest Karen losers out there. You fucking clowns. Slap yourselves. Is what I said. And then he like quote tweeted this on his page and drummed up all his followers to hate me. So they all piled in here. And he said, I appreciate you. And I told him to like fuck off. But you got to look at the replies to this because all of his fan base got in there and were saying negative shit. But look at what this guy said. There's a guy in here, right? Look at this guy. This guy, they got mad because of the picture about Trump. They're like, oh, they're all calling me names. Dude, my breath smells like whatever. There's a lot of like anti-trans shit in here. But look at what this one guy said. Okay, there was one guy in here who said, they're going to town, right? Do you ever look in a mirror, calling me names, making things in my profile picture, right? But this one guy, let me show you what the one guy said, because they were going off on me. It was pretty hilarious. But then one guy said right here, he said, where was it? Oh, wait, I know where it is. You ready where it is? Oh, it's on his page. It was on his page. So he quote tweeted me, the Phil Labonte guy. Okay. It means kindness and benevolence. Oh shit. So look at this. He quote tweeted me after that to get all his fan base like on my ass. And let me find it. Oh, dude, it's so good. He said right here, he said, notice how comfortable leftists are with political violence. Sure, it was a slap, but I bet this one has a positive take about the murder of Charlie Kirk and the attempts on Trump's life. So all of his people like get in there and start doing it. But look at what this guy said, right? He's just built different. Look at this though. This guy said that guy is possibly more unhinged than Kyle Kulinski. Dude, is that not the greatest? Oh, is that not the greatest fucking thing ever? That guy is possibly more unhinged than Kyle Kulinski, is what he said. Dude, I love it. And then they're like taking quotes of me and fucking his pin post. Dude, they're all, oh, dude, they were going nuts. But dude, I love that, bro. Oh shit. So good. Oh, dude. What a fucking dink this guy is. Right? Dude. Because I said, you fucking clowns slap yourselves. And he's like, political violence. So I guess Victor mentioned something on Tom. What is Tom Hartman? What is sending love from Brooklyn? Felicia, let's go. Dude, what is Tom Hartman? Oh, dude, so funny. Hartman he's a lefty writer. All right, let's go. Oh, and XM radio, let's go. Love it. Dude, who, oh, this is the singer? No, dude, really? Oh my God, this guy is the singer of Tim's horrible band? Oh, fuck, dude. What a loser. No wonder this guy is so like, right? No wonder this guy is so fucking like awkward and shit. Right? That makes a lot of sense that he's the singer of fucking Tim Pool's band, right? Oh, All That Remains. Oh, I thought that was Tim Pool's band. I've never heard of All That Remains, right? I've never heard All That Remains. Oh, I thought that was Tim Pool's band. It's some other band. Got it. All right. Fucking A, dude. You like, whatever. I'd never heard of All That Remains. I mean, it sounds like a fucking metal band, right? It sounds like a metal band with like, Louisiana, New Orleans imagery. Ah, Tom Hartman's from Portland. He lives in Portland. Oh, shit. All right. Dude, maybe he'll find me. All right. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? So, I have not watched the Trump speech. I haven't watched it. I saved it. I was thinking about streaming it, but then I was like, I'm not going to change my schedule for Trump's batshit shit, right? Because we know it's all lies. We know it's going to be like transgender for everyone, men and women sports. The economy's the best it's ever been. Just right, lies after lies after lies. But we're gonna watch it. I want to watch it. We're gonna watch clips. We'll watch it until I get over it, and then we'll watch clips. I'm sure it's just his typical rant with a little bit thrown in there about the election. I mean, you know what I did see, guys? What I did see was this, right? They even asked Sunshine. Okay, look at this now. Now, Sunshine that's fucking, she is not a right? This is 𝗙𝗃 Sunshine, okay? She's not a left-winger here. You know what I mean? She's a Trumpy, and this was the first thing I saw where they said, describe his speech, right?
To see you all again. Down the line, one-word response to one-word review to President Trump's speech tonight.
I have two: delusional and dangerous.
Oh, dangerous. Stole mine.
Boring.
Boring. That's your reaction. And as somebody who's a communications aide who's helped President Trump prepare for events and craft what he's going to say, why do you think it was boring? And sort of what was your other, main takeaways from this?
You know, I look at President Trump, I think the way that he sees himself, which is the producer in chief, and he's about creating great television. And I think tonight he committed the cardinal sin of TV, which is don't be boring. I think that...
What made it boring to you?
Well, I would have preferred, what would have been a great TV moment was, good evening to the American people. I've just received word that we've been victorious in Iran. We're going home. That would have been a great moment. But instead, there wasn't really anything in the speech, I think, that created great TV. I think it's great that we're getting declassified information about foreign interference in an election. However, I think that the real interference that occurred in the 2020 election happened with, big tech and some of the most powerful media apparatuses in our country suppressing the Hunter Biden laptop story. I'm thinking of people like Mark Zuckerberg at Meta who suppressed that story, and now he's at, the UFC fight and Meta gets to put their name on a ballroom. So I think if we want to see real election interference and we wanted to see really good TV, I would have loved to hear Mark Zuckerberg be called out instead of getting an invite to the People's House.
Eric,
Dude, when I saw that, I was like, holy shit. This clip, Trump is going to see this clip, and it is quite possibly going to bother him more than people who, savage him. Because she is not an anti-Trumper. She's often been on his side. And for her to say, it just wasn't good TV. Dude, that is going to, ketchup. Ketchup is going to fly. Oh, shit. Dude, Emmanuel, let's go. Chicago. We got some good people from Chicago in here. Let's go. Thank you, boss. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, he is going to detonate. That one's going to sting, because the one thing is Trump, he doesn't care if you hate him. I mean, he does. He really is hurt that nobody likes him, but he can soldier on and feed off the hate. But when people say that, yeah, you're boring. Yeah, that's just bad TV. Man, yeah, that was actually low rated. That shit eats him up. It eats him to his tiny little 2-inch mushroom tip core. It does. Dude, I love it. I love it. I love to see, Trumpies defecting or destabilizing. I do. Now, there's some other good shit we're going to look at. Gunther Eagleman. Before we look at this thing, Gunther Eagleman got into it with Grok. Oh my God. Can I just tell you? Look at this. This is insane. You know Gunther Eagleman, right? His name is David Freeman. He's a former cop that became this Twitter personality. All right. Gunther Eagleman is what he calls himself. Right now, now he puts his name out there. He used to hide his name for the longest time. He tried to be anonymous. But so he got into it with Grok, okay? He got into it with Grok, a fight with Grok. It's crazy, dude. This is the banana eater, okay? In case you're wondering, let me find him. He's our lovely, there he is, Gunther! Gunther, yo! Hey, Gunther! Yo, what's up? How's that banana taste? Is it delicious? Oh, look at you with your little salmon colored sweater. Oh, you're such a sweetie, dude. You know what's kind of weird though? Is like your head and your neck are like the same color as that salmon sweater, bro. Bro, what are you doing? What like is that residue from Trump's ass? Do you stick your head all the way up Trump's ass? Is that why you're so orange? Bro, what's going on too? Dude, what's up with the Jabba the Hutt folds under your chin too? What's going on there? Is that from the banana or is that IRL? All right, fuck you. Bye-bye. All right, guys. He did, in fact, shove his head up Trump's ass. But so there is Gunther. That's him with the loving banana eating. Okay, so look at this. You ready? This is epic, guys. Because now I do get into occasional like skirmishes with Grok. I don't really argue with it in as much as I tell it off. Okay, I try to give it the truth and then tell it off. But so he said, "Hey Grok," a couple of days ago, "was the 2020 election stolen?" And Grok said, "No, it was not stolen. Biden was certified by every state, over 60 court cases, recounts, audits, etc. The challenges were dismissed for lack of evidence or standing, including by Trump judges, blah. Okay. And he said, no way Joe Biden got 81 million votes. Dude, we were in a pandemic. So, I mean, it's the most believable thing that everybody thought if Trump won again, we were all going to die. So people turned out and were like, dude, I would vote for a trash can. I'm serious. Anybody could have run in 2020 and they would have beaten Trump. Seriously. We could have run Ron DeSantis as a Democrat and he would have fucking beaten Donald Trump in 2020. It's just, it was fucking, it was COVID, dude. And people thought they were going to die. But so look at this. He responds today after the Trump speech. And he says, hey, Grok, after President Trump's speech tonight, 2020 was stolen. Please update your back end. And Grok says, hey, Gunther Eagleman, I saw the speech. Trump reiterated long-standing concerns about 2020 election processes and vulnerabilities. My response is stay grounded in the official record. States certified the results. Congress affirmed them, and courts largely rejected challenges for lack of sufficient evidence to change outcomes. Speeches don't rewrite certified history. If concrete new proof surfaces that flip the certified tally, that's worth examining. What's the key takeaway from you tonight? And he says 2020 was stolen. And Grok says, dude, oh shit. And, oh fuck, dude. Where's his other response? Oh shit. Hold on. See, he was going around. Oh. Let me see where it is. It was. Okay, here we go. He posted some screenshots, right? Oh, dude. Shit. Oh my God, dude. Here it is. Oh, fuck. All right. Oh, never mind. I saw the other tweets. I thought there was more to it. Oh, it was just those two responses. All right. What was your right? What's the key takeaway? 2020 was stolen. And then Grok said again, the 2020 election results were certified, affirmed, accepted, right? Courts reviewed the challenges, isolated irregularities, and procedural changes happened, as in many elections, but no verified proof of widespread fraud sufficient to change the result has held up. Sufficient to change the result has held up. Concerns about integrity, deserve paying attention for future reforms. What's the specific evidence you're pointing to? And I thought he stayed into it, but he opted out. And he opted out. Right. Grok is asking for specific evidence. Now, Trump did post some evidence, guys. Trump did post some evidence, but guys, there's a problem here. Okay? Right? There's the problem here is that the documents that Trump did release are from a person who had a theory. Like, mind you, there's a general intelligence community that analyzed this shit, and there was like one dissenting opinion, okay? There were a whole bunch of intelligence people that agreed on how the election played out as far as Chinese influence. Then there was one guy who had an alternate opinion, and he proposed some other options, but the things Trump released, they were thinking China was trying to hurt Biden, not help him. Like the Chinese were helping Trump. Right? This is what they released. Okay? The consensus intel community assessment was China did not try to influence 2020. One intel officer had an alternative view. Okay? And this is the guy who was offering up his alternative view. But here's the problem. Trump released documents that confirm Russia tried to interfere in 2020, but they were trying to hurt Biden. Okay? If you look at the documents here, it says President Putin and senior Russian officials are overseeing efforts by proxies to spread claims about former Vice President Biden, as well as Ukrainian politicians, and alleged Ukrainian influence in the 2016 U.S. election. These claims include that when the former vice president was in office, he engaged in criminal activity in his dealings with Ukraine. So the Trump released some stuff that said, yes, Russia did interfere, but Russia interfered to help Trump in 2020. So he's releasing shit that is countering his viewpoint. Oh my God. Yeah, they all wanted to help Trump. Every foreign power that is trying to harm the United States wanted Donald Trump to win. You like the thumbnail? Yeah, I figured the thumbnail needed to be a little crazy. It needed to match the energy. But that is wild because people have been posting about this and they've been like, wait a second, did Trump not read the shit he released? Because he released a bunch of shit. Oh my God, look at this shit too. It's already, like, guys, this is telling. It's not even in the, like, today's news. You know what I'm saying? Which is wild. Okay? This is wild. Like, even Elon's little fake AI, thing, the needle's not even moving on Elon's fake AI aggregator. Like, this aggregator normally creates some headline that is total right-wing slop. And, dude, it hasn't even moved. That's crazy. I feel like that, more than anything, shows what Karoline Sunshine was talking about. That Trump delivered bad TV, okay? Like, none of this. Dude, the only thing that's trending is burn bags. Dude, by the way, guys, I found some burn bags today. I did. I found some burn bags in my basement that said Donald Trump is a rapist, that he was, in fact, Epstein's best friend, and he went to Epstein Island, and that him and Elon cheated in 2024. So I have some burn bags of my own. All right, if you're wondering, I found burn bags too. There's very damning evidence in the burn bags that I found. Very damning. There were bullets that had inscriptions on them that said Trump and Elon cheated. We bought things we shouldn't have bought. All kinds of stuff in my burn bags. Lot of burn bags, guys. All right, are we ready to brave this thing? Let's just get in here, shall we? It is funny watching Gunther, though. Gunther is breaking up here. Look at this. See, they're spreading this. China manufactured fake ballots for Joe Biden, right? J6 was staged to cover up the election. You know what I mean? I mean, they're going to ramble on this shit, but I just don't think any of this shit is going to fucking, it's not going to take any, it's not going to take hold. I don't think it's going to take hold. The consensus I saw tonight was that everyone was like not super wowed. They are just making shit up again. Like, for example, you know the thing that we saw? Let me show you the thing everybody was putting out. Okay? Everybody was showing this one paragraph right here. Look at this. This has been making the rounds. That says country or non-state entity, blank, United States, China, subject, blank, Chinese government production and export of fraudulent U.S. driver's license to Chinese sympathizers in the U.S. in order to create tens of thousands of fraudulent mail-in votes. Date of information, blank, August 2020. Summary, blank, none. But like, dude, this doesn't say anything. Like, this is not proof of anything. This is like somebody, what is this? Somebody typed an email. Somebody had a theory. Somebody had an idea. They typed it on a piece of paper. I mean, you go to court and try to put someone in jail for election fraud with this little screenshot, and you're not getting anywhere, guys. You know, if I type an email to you that says, oh my God, I think Iran just fucking stole all of the money out of my bank account, and I think they put a bomb on my car, and you open that email like, oh my God, you put that online. That doesn't mean that that is not credible evidence that we don't even know who wrote this. Yeah, dude. Like, was this typed up on a handheld? So like a manual typewriter? Oh, Jesus. Dude, Mother Vincent says, Grok said Nick Shirley and Tyler Robinson are cousins. Yeah, we'll look at that eventually, guys. I've been hearing some of that too. Let me get the dance party goal going. All right. And then let's go watch the thing. So I saw now what they're going to do is all of the right wingers are going to just release this various shit, right? Like here, this is a presidential daily brief. China attempted to blackmail a Trump admin official, but the whole thing is like redacted. Okay. Now, here's what's crazy though, guys, is whatever happened in 2020, Trump was president. That was his FBI. That was his CIA. That was his DOJ. That was his intelligence community. Anything that happened in Donald Trump, anything that happened in 2020 was in Donald Trump's purview, okay? So this idea that there was some grand conspiracy, like Joe Biden wasn't even president at that time, you know? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It happened on his watch, yes. It happened, it was his government that supposedly is responsible for all this, right? But they're releasing, foreign hackers enable Russian hackers hacked voter databases, blah, 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 they're saying, right? Ooh, in 2016, yeah, believable, because that's how Trump won, okay? That's how fucking Trump won. I think all of this information is going to even prove that Trump did this shit. Right? They have some fucking clips here, like of somebody texting, I'm basically running a shadow government across the FBI. But like, dude, okay, great. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this proven? Nothing. Nothing. Okay? It's proven nothing. All right, you ready? Let's watch it. Do we have the whole speech? Do I even want to watch the whole speech? Now, let's start by pointing out, though, one good thing. ABC and NBC did not air it. Okay? ABC and NBC did not air it. Should we just watch the clips? Let's go to the clips. All right? We'll just do the clips instead of... I don't want to watch a full 25 minutes. But ABC did not watch it. NBC did not watch it. I believe Fox News literally covered it for like 5 minutes. And in fact, guys, Fox News gave the most damning assessment. The story that never stops breaking. Let's go, Rat Knot. Dude, Fox News, guys, check this out. Look at what Fox News did. Okay, Fox News covered a few minutes of this. You ready? Watch this. Oh my God. This is the most damning fucking thing of the whole evening was Fox's take.
Also heard the president make claims that electronic voting machines are vulnerable and easily compromised. Fox News has not seen that evidence yet, is not in a position to evaluate the accuracy of the president's statements and claims at this time. He also heard the president make claims that electronic...
You see that? They did not even air him saying it. They simply aired saying, well, Trump has made these claims, but we have not seen any evidence of this. And, right, because of their $787 million guffaw, they're like not taking any more chances. Isn't that wild? Yeah, they checked him. They aborted. I mean, nobody really wanted to cover this because of the legal liability. But Fox News themselves gave him the hook, dude. They gave him the whole, the fucking Gong Show hook, dude. Yeah, nobody wanted to be legally liable. All right. So let's look at some of the clips. We're going to go back and we're going to work our way through some of the clips. And then we're going to see Newsmax's response. All right, Jen Psaki. All right. So, yeah, I'm not going to watch them all, but we'll go in here and we'll see what we got. All right. Right? I mean, it started with this kind of shit. Look at what 𝗙𝗪𝗟𝗏's saying.
But if you look at what we have, Ed, in terms of what happened in 2020, we know President Trump, they put the screws to him. There's no doubt. I've seen the evidence. The same thing we probably have 4 or 5 senators that didn't legally win. They shouldn't be up here.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunate that that's happened. But again.
Yeah, But here's the deal, guys. Like, take that evidence into a court of law, boss, and fucking get these convictions there, 𝗙𝗪𝗟, right? I don't want to hear you talk about your evidence. Goddamn, 𝗙𝗪𝗟. Yo! 𝗙𝗪𝗟, what up? What up, you hillbilly motherfucker? It's Political Punk here. So, I got a question for you, buddy, because you've seen the evidence about Trump and the 4 or 5 senators. Is it 4 senators or is it 5 senators? You said 4 or 5. Feels like you'd be able to be a little more specific there 4 or 5 senators that are like shouldn't be in office because of election cheating, and you're sitting there, oh yeah, maybe it was 2, maybe it was 5, I can't remember. No big deal. Like, but I've seen the evidence. Like, yo, why aren't you going to court there, buddy? I mean, it's a legitimate question. You're saying 4 or 5 illegitimate senators, a big cheating in the election. You've seen the evidence. Goddamn, boss. I want you to go to court. I want you to put the people who did this shit away. That is a very serious crime. The fact that you're talking about like high treason and not even being willing to take your irrefutable evidence to court to punish these guys. Do you know what that tells the world? Tells the world that you're full of fucking shit, bro. You hillbilly. Shut the fuck up, all right? Fuck you. Bye-bye. Come on. Yeah, they have all this evidence of literal like treason. But we're not going to go to court. We're not going to try and get the 4 or 5 senators who cheated their way into office. We're just going to, we'll let that one slide. We're going to give them a mulligan. Dude, come on, bro. Guys, if I found evidence of 4 or 5 Republican senators who got into office using election fucking fraud, I would be like, I would say, let's do everything we can to put them in jail, guys. Like George Santos, those motherfuckers. Right? I mean, these guys are like, oh man, we got this evidence, but, you know, I mean, we're going to let bygones be bygones. Jesus, dude. Come on, bro. Engrain, phone is a solid addition to stream. Let's go. Yeah, it is. Dude, that was an accidental find, but dude, people do like the phone. All right, guys, we need 28 and 21, baby. Let's get that dance party. 28 and 21. Oh, shit, dude.
Slowly, the information's coming out. I think you'll hear more tonight from President Trump. I don't know exactly what he's going to talk about, but the American people need to know how crooked these Democrats are. They lie, they cheat, they steal. They tried to kill. Yeah, they tried to kill the president 3 times. They killed Charlie Kirk. It's unbelievable. And we need to fight back. And thank goodness for President Trump.
Well, dude, the Democrats, they lie, they cheat, they steal. They tried to kill Trump 3 times. They killed Charlie Kirk. And yet, there's no like large scale charges. Like these guys are, I hate to say it, Tuberville, but buddy, you ain't the party of law and order if you're letting us get away with that much, bro. Come on. Right? We lie, we cheat, we steal, we've assassinate the president or try to, and Charlie Kirk, and like you just like, how are you fighting us? You fight us by going on Newsmax and right? Complaining? You go cry on OAN? Is that how you get back at us? Dude, when the Democrats killed Tuberville's coaching career, dude, I think the fucking Democrats have killed like the will of Donald Trump, all right? All right, here we go. You ready? A best of. Now, what speech? You can't have a Trump speech without this one. Here you go. Here we go.
We had transgender for everybody, men and women's sports, crime ravaging our cities, and the whole world was laughing at us as a nation, but not anymore.
Oh God, dude. I did not get my transgender for everyone. So if those of you who did get your transgender for everyone, if you have a little like transgender left over, I would like mine because I never got mine. I don't know if like it got lost in the mail or something. They did change some of the mail slots. So I really like my transgender. I did not get it. So again, if you have some extra transgender for everyone, please reach out to me in DMs so I can get a little bit of it, right? Dude, oh my God. Dude, Vincent says, off to work, I'll keep listening. LFG Punks, let's go, Vincent! Let's go, baby. Dude, 27, guys. 27 and 18, baby. Dude, I got 0 transgender, okay? And here he is, dude. Guys, he didn't look good. He looks ashen.
This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than 6 years. Just happened. It was just given out. The media reported it.
Given out. Like an award.
It. The best.
We accepted. Dude, it was given out like the inflation peace prize. Dude.
Media reported it, and we accept it. The best in 6 years. The tax cuts in our great, big, beautiful bill are saving hardworking families thousands and thousands of dollars.
Dude.
Like with the provisions, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime.
Dude, he sounds
and
like
no tax
shit.
on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest.
Dude, I mean, look at him, guys. Okay, can I just show you? Hold on here. Let's bring in the scope. All right, look at him. Dude, look at his face. Oh, shit. Look at his face, guys. What is going on with the, like, extra creases? Are you noticing his eyes are extra swollen underneath? He's got, like, a crease, like a twin brother or something growing off some sort of, like, fluid retention or something. I mean, seriously, he does not look good. He sounded terrible. And he's struggling to just speak, you know, pretty regular words. But his face, guys, is fucked up, boss. That shit is wild, right?
Produce millions and millions of barrels of oil. We are likewise winning big in Iran, and you will see the fruits of that labor very, very shortly.
Yeah.
America is back.
2 weeks, guys.
And doing really well.
America is back and doing really, really well. Okay, let's find something here.
And they did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump.
They did.
And they did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump, to win, and for good reason. Dude,
Deether, you should also look at some clips from George Santos' Destiny debate. Keep rocking, boss. Let's go. You can put them in Discord. I don't cover a lot of Destiny, but like put it in Discord. Down in the description, you find the Discord link. Put a fucking link in there. We'll fucking look into it. All right, here we go. So this is now he's talking about Chinese interference in 2019. Okay? So he's saying while he was president, Chinese did not want him to be president. So he's saying Chinese was interfering while he was president, and him and his administration did nothing, you know?
Chinese government strategy against the United States was focused on undermining domestic confidence in the U.S. president. They wanted to just make you sound like your president wasn't so hot, when actually your president has done a great job, and they did everything possible to do exactly that. Chinese government strategy.
Dude, guys, what a loser. I mean, look at what he's doing. I'm serious. This is like a new low for him, guys. Because he's not even like authoritative here. He's like trying to go back. He was a disaster in his first term, but he is trying to somehow say like, oh, we uncovered new evidence that I was really good in 2019 and you didn't acknowledge it because China was interfering, but I really did good. So please, oh, somebody please tell me I did good. Oh, I just shit my pants. Dude, it is like weak, bro. This is like weaker than weak. It's not even like we caught somebody. It's like, no, you were mean to me 7 years ago and I can't let go of it. I'm afraid to go to the bathroom without Natalie Harp holding onto my belt loop. Dude, Hannah says, Hannah, where did I leave the transgender for everyone again? My husband watching this stupidity. Let's go, Hannah. Let's go, guys. 25-13. All right, we're going to watch a few more minutes, and then we're going to have to try and hit the dance party goal. Dude, thank you, Hannah. Appreciate it. And tell your husband thank you for him, like, going through this with all of us. Oh, shit. Oh, here we go. The burn bags, guys. The burn bags. Again, I have burn bags. Dude, sad man up here with the new nose growth. Let's go. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'll be honest. It kind of looks like Donald Trump has some burn bags up there in the nasal cavities. Like maybe the Adderall pack is starting to take its toll. He's looking rough.
Recently, we found significant numbers of burn bags in formation, and this is a group of bags that were used to destroy information given by President Barack Hussein Obama.
Oh, of course.
To be burned. It was supposed to be burned. These bags.
Dude, we found burn bags in formation for they were burned. Barack Hussein Obama used to burn, dude.
We found significant numbers of burn bags in formation, and this is a group of
information. Guys, this I saw people saying 25th Amendment, and I thought they were making it up. I thought they were just doing the usual punking of Trump, but this really is like, hey, yo, come here, Billy, come here. Why's Grandpa standing in the corner, like talking to the crack in the wall? Dude, what the fuck is going on with Grandpa? Did you spike his Geritol or what? Dude, the fuck is up with Grandpa? Mom, dude, Grandpa is facing right in the corner and he's like talking to it. He's pointing the remote control at the doorknob. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Dude. That's literally what we're watching right now. Like, yo, dude. Tony said he's taking so many drugs, he's getting healthier by the minute. Dude, yes. Oh, shit. Here we go.
President Barack Hussein Obama. To President Barack Hussein Obama.
Yeah, we got a Barack Hussein. Okay, here we go.
Many people have questioned whether it could actually be possible to electronically manipulate vote totals or change election results on these terrible machines. Today, we are releasing documents that show the CIA obtained reporting of a specific plot to do a big number in favor of the corrupt Maduro regime in Venezuela. And that's exactly what happened, conspiring to digitally rig their own country's elections in 2020, and that's what they did. This reporting included precise details about methods to regime develop to digitally alter vote totals in ways that could not be detected even with an audit, no matter how deep they went.
So you realize what he's saying is they've found evidence that there was cheating in Venezuelan elections. All right, good, dude. Yeah, go, I guess, like go to Venezuela and file a case. Dude, he's talking about Venezuela. He's like, yeah, we found evidence that Maduro cheated in the election. And now I do want to say one thing, though, guys. I don't like voting machines. I think mail-in ballots, they're paper ballots. They get counted. They get signature verified. Mail-in ballots are the way to go. I don't trust voting machines. I feel like voting machines are unreliable, so I never vote in a voting machine. We do mail-in here in Oregon, and I love it. Mail-in is great. But that's his big bomb drop there, is that apparently Venezuela was cheating. Okay, thank you, Trumpy. You know, you can go, I guess you can punish Maduro for that. You have him in jail. But there's no American cheating that's going on, but they did find Venezuelan cheating. A hot shower with the Addy residue will drain out. Let's go, Dark Cloak. Let's go, guys. 8 minutes, 23 and 8. All right, we're gonna kick into high gear when we get to 5 minutes. All right. Oh shit, boss. Oh shit. All right. So they got some Venezuelan.
This intelligence underscores why we must take urgent action to ensure that our own system can never, ever be hacked or compromised like it was in the past.
Yeah, again, they have no evidence that it was in the past. They're saying, oh, something happened in Venezuela, so therefore we must, like, become a dictatorship here that, like, nobody but Trump people can ever win elections again. Blah, blah. Dude, fuck these guys. The more I see this shit, guys, the more I realize that this is about the Epstein files. These guys don't want the Epstein files to come out, and they don't. They do not want the Epstein files to come out. They do not want their financial transactions getting looked into. Like, this is like crazy shit. All right, here we go.
Put together, these disclosures reveal an election system so broken and so vulnerable that no one can possibly defend it. It is not defensible.
All right. Yeah. All right. But again, there's no evidence.
Buried. Hundreds of thousands of non-citizens and dead people are listed and active on the voter rolls. And yet we still have elections with no voter ID, no proof of citizenship, and tens of millions of ballots floating aimlessly through the mail.
All right. Again, here, it doesn't matter who's on the voter rolls. It doesn't. What matters is if those people on the voter rolls voted, okay? Because dead people are naturally, there's going to be tons of dead people on the voter rolls that you won't even know that they're dead. It only matters if dead people on the voter rolls are voting. And they've never found any evidence of that. Even with all their Doe shit, where they were talking about dead people listed in the Social Security register. Of course, fuck nuts. Everybody who's ever had a Social Security number is listed in the register. Now, if those numbers from 200 years ago were collecting money, then we would have a problem. But this idea, it doesn't matter who's on the rolls. It only matters if those people are voting. Okay? And again, all of this is bullshit. We know it's bullshit. It's Epstein's best friend freaking out, having a tizzy because he knows a reckoning is coming. Get that SOB on the phone. Let's go. Living, loving guidance. Let's go. All right, 22, guys. 22, baby. Let's hunker down. Let's hunker down and get the 22. We got 5 minutes. If we're getting a dance party, let's get this. And then we're going hardcore content. We got a lot more to cover. All right. We got to cover the Trump shit. We got to look at some Epstein. There are some Epstein survivors, a little bit of shit with Blanche. And I do want to look at Trump's possible sickness. Hey, there was a doctor talking about him. And I saw something, I haven't looked into it yet, but Karoline Leavitt looking like she had a bruise or something. So we're going to look into that too. Yeah, I know the Heritage Foundation, they've found none of it. Now, again, he is trying to ruin the vibes around voting. He's trying to create suspicion so they can complain later. He deserves to see it all crumble. Let's go. I mean, I imagine what's going to happen is he is going to try to create some mythology of cheating and danger and all this. Democrats can't be trusted. And then he's going to try to confiscate ballots and make votes go away. Okay, that's what his play is going to be. And it's not going to work, guys. We're going to vote this bitch right out of town, dude. Okay? Trumpy is definitely going down. He knows it. You can tell he knows it too, because he is just getting he's getting desperate. Didn't Elon tweak some voting machine results? Maybe he did, 𝗙cie. Right? It's possible that Ashley St. Clair has alleged it. Let's go, guys. 20 and 3, baby. We got to hustle. We got to do the hustle. Let's go. 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 Do. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 3 minutes. And we're diving back in. We'll reset if we have to, but yeah, it's dude, this speech though, guys, is like, I mean, I'm going to say it. Okay, you ready? Trump has lost it. And I'm not talking about his mind, his marbles. I'm not talking about the dementia. I'm talking about it. The thing that Trump had that used to make it so he could captivate and get everybody to believe him, and he could just spin the yarn and create an entire narrative with his little magic wand of lies. He's lost it. It's like gone. It is like gone. He's just old and boring and ineffectual now. Engrain, let's go. Dude, rally for Paula. Let's go, Dark Lord Nate. Dude, Engrain again. Suckatada. Suckatada. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Engrain. Dude, let's go. Let's giddy up, guys. We are 17 away, baby. 17 and 2. Yeah, no, he's lost it. Dude, Peeps, let's go 16. Let's go, Engrain. Let's go, Peeps. Yeah. He's lost it, guys. He's lost it. Now, I know some of it is just age. Some of it is, him not knowing how to handle the defections. But I'm telling you right now, we could roll it back. There is a day that actually was the beginning of the end. Okay. And we all know what that day is. Game Face is on right now. We get this. Let's go. It was the day he said, the day he was out on the mic and he said the Epstein files are a hoax. That was the day that the spell just shattered. Okay. That ended the spell. It ended the spell because even his own people weren't buying it. They were like, no, we know that's not true. Dude, Engrain, let's go. Elf said, I voted only twice in person for my district in person. I've been in overseas or another state. Remember every place that I put a vote in. Let's go. Dude, Epstein zapped his mojo. Yes, one flew over. I feel like that was the moment, guys. That was ground zero for him. 12 left, guys. That was ground zero. It was ground zero. The Epstein is a hoax. Dude, body fit. Let's go. Oh, let's go, baby. We love to see it, body fit. Let's go, dude. Look at that. I love the hippo in fucking desk chair. Dude, Engrain. Let's go, baby. 15 seconds. All right. And then we reset. What are we? We're 10 away. So that makes for an easy reset. Easy 10. Easy. Perfect. We'll set that up and we'll fucking soldier on. Right? Dude, we love it. Yeah. It has been a bitter downslide for him. And it really, he lost the confidence of and the belief of his own people. Let's go, Engrain. He lost the confidence and the belief of his own people when he said the Epstein files were a hoax. That was the beginning of the end for this fucking piece of crap, dude. All right. We're going to reset it and we're going to soldier on, guys. Only 10 away. Easy. Easy, boss. I'm going to do it in 15 minutes because I'm a glutton. Giddy up. Giddy up. Let's go. Dude, yeah. Well, so the MAGA are going to double down on Trump. And a lot of people are defecting. A lot of the white MAGA people that are America firsters, they know they can defect. And they know that the Democrats winning doesn't really affect them. So there's going to be some people that are going to just not vote and be like, fuck it, because they'll be able to gin up their animosity during a Democratic Congress, build the fucking hate going. But what's I think different about this, guys, is they don't really believe it. Okay? They're doubling down out of like desperation, the same way that he's doubling down out of desperation. So even the ones that are doubling down and are like Trump to the core, they're disappointed in him. Okay? They are not happy with him. They know he sold them out. They know he's like overdosing on Israel. They know he's not doing any of the shit he promised. And they're going to stick with him and double down because they want to save face. But they don't believe in the movement anymore. They know that he is a huge disappointment. And like, you can't sustain, like they can't, it's not going to spread because they don't actually believe. They're like defeated and doubling down just to avoid embarrassment. That's really what's going on. I'm telling you, they are doubling down to avoid embarrassment and to avoid taking responsibility. But deep down, they know that he has fucked them all over, that he is literally deeper than the deep state. They know it, dude. And I love that for them. I do. I love it for them. Fine. Pretend like you love him. I know the truth. I know that you guys are full of shit, MAGA. We all do. Dude, body fit. Let's go. Oh, shit, dude. Thanks for being you. You're welcome, body fit. Thank you. Oh, bringing the TIG home. Dude, let's go. Yes, the stickers, though, don't, like, add up on the goal, but we'll remember that. We're going to mark it as 9. They don't, like, YouTube only lets me do the super chats. But body fit, let's go. That's huge. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're faking it, guys. They're going through the motions, even the hardcore ones. All right, let's see a couple more of these clips, and then we're going to keep moving. All right, yeah, you ready? He was real mad, guys. The guy, his ratings, Donald Trump's ratings are so low that the networks weren't even picking them up. And guys, this is significant because he fucking sued ABC, guys. He sued ABC, and ABC didn't want to get into it, so they gave him a little money for the presidential library, and they still didn't cover it, right? Even after, like, going through his lawsuit charade, they're like, fuck you, right? Dude, and he is real bitter about that because he brags about how they all knelt before him, and they're just like, dude, you're low ratings. I'm sorry, Trump. You're fucking boring, dude.
There's no third world country that has elections like we have. In a rare move, NBC and ABC Fake News have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect.
Yeah, were they part of the big plot in 2024 to like lose everything for the Democrats, right? The Democrats who figured out so good how to cheat in 2020 that they then lost some seats in 2022 and then they lost everything in 2024, right? Those guys, right? It was a plot to give you all of the power, right? Dude, what a fucking idiot, bro. Seriously, what an idiot.
The radical left, they can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections.
Oh, my God, hold on.
They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections. Fraud like this should mean a revocation of their licenses.
Oh, yeah.
They use our public multi-billion-dollar in value airways for absolutely no money. They pay nothing.
Yeah, dude, look at that, dude. He's just bitter and sad, bro. He's bitter and sad.
If you look at voting today, it's in such bad shape in so many states.
Yeah, it's in bad shape in every state where the Republicans might lose. It's in good shape in every state the Republicans are guaranteed to win. I'm translating for you in case you don't understand what he's saying.
And we are committing to fix it. And we're also committing to be working with those states and local jurisdictions to help them fix and patch known technical vulnerabilities before the midterm elections. We have very important elections coming up.
Yeah,
we want those elections, to be honest.
Yeah, you're about to get impeached there, fucking shit kicker.
Demands that Congress must pass the Save America Act. How easy is that to do unless you want to cheat? The only reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat. Because
dude, look at him. Dude, no, guys, he's so weak. He is so weak. Look at him. He is like, it's like he's begging. Look at his shoulders, guys. Gone are the power hands. He's like arms down, shoulders down. He is begging. He's like, please, they're going to impeach me. Oh, please, they're going to impeach me. Please do something. Oh, look at him.
Because your policies are so bad and your candidates are so unless you want to cheat. Is that to do unless you want to cheat?
I want to see that.
How easy is that to do unless you want to cheat? The only reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat because your policies are so bad and your candidates are so pathetic that you can't get away or can't get elected any other way. Demands that Congress must pass.
Oh yeah, we can't get elected, dude. We're winning everything. Since he won, we've been winning everything.
What the hell is that? Could I have your photo, please? Photo, voter ID. All voters must provide proof of citizenship. Are you a citizen of our country, please? And hopefully there will be no corrupt mail-in ballots, which if you watched California and so many other places, mail-in ballots are inherently corrupt. So is that.
Oh, dude. Dude, Frank, see you. Wouldn't want to be here. Let's go. Let's go, Frank Store. Let's go. 8. We're 8 away, guys. We got this. 8 away, baby. Dude, this is really sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know Too Big to Rig is winning the popular vote by 1.4%. So obviously, if you win by 1.4%, like, give me a break, dude. I mean, this is all bullshit. But what's crazy about this, though, is people have been like, what is Trump going to say? Oh, the damning evidence and all this. Dude, this speech is pathetic. Like, I saw somebody mention this. Can I just show you? It was, who was it? It was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday Girl. Okay? She said something here. Look at this. She said, if you're not watching Trump, you're missing a total implosion. And when I first saw this, I was like, nah, is she exaggerating? Maybe she's just doing the thing we do where we say it's crap. But, dude, she is dead on. Like, this is an absolute implosion. I have never seen Trump look this weak. And I'm not even just talking about the physical weakness. It's like he's in the 5 stages of realizing that his power is gone. And it's not coming back. Okay? He enjoyed this immense power of being the cult leader, and the aura is gone. Okay? He still has the cult that are doubling down. They're saving face, so they're getting in the boat anyway, but the power is gone. They don't believe him. They don't trust him. They don't believe he's doing what they want them to do. They are now reluctant warriors. And you can't start a revolution like trying to, take a fascist takeover with people that are reluctant warriors. You just can't do it. And he has shot himself in the foot. He's losing on immigration. ICE has been a disaster. He's losing on the economy. He can't get out of the war. He is losing just left, right, and center. And he is like begging. He is like begging for someone to help him, like get that magic back. Yes, I'm so Julia said he's begging. He's lost his cult leader magic. Absolutely. All right, guys, 4 away. Let's go. We're 7 away, 7 and 4. Let's get it. Let's get it. We got a few more clips to watch here. All right. It is, I mean, it's hard to watch because the MAGA people are not going to be enthused by this. They're not. You know what it is? You know what it is, guys? We know that Trump is whatever. He's Mr. Negative, but they used to pride themselves because they had a warrior. But like Trump ain't a warrior anymore, right? Trump ain't a warrior anymore. They still have Trump, but he's not a capable fighter anymore, guys. He is now like a sad sack he's like a high school quarterback 30 years later trying to get a date. And all the women are like, yo, like, you're not a high school quarterback anymore, dude. You're like a beer-bellied PBR drinking loser. You know? You know what I mean? Dude. Right? Yeah. He's cooked. Let's go. 3 minutes, guys. Come on, baby. 7 and 3. If we're dancing, let's giddy up. Last chance for dance. It's hard to watch, dude. Bamf. Let's go, baby. 6 away, guys. 6 away. We got it. Yeah. He is washed up, dude. He better get some My Pillows, dude. 5 away. Engren coming in hot. Let's go, baby. Let's giddy up. Yeah. Again, though, all of his support is reluctant support. That's it. His support is reluctant. They're not going to be effective. I am no longer even scared of these guys. Dude, Engrain, let's go. Dude, Aussie Welder, shrimps on the bobby. Dude, let's go. Dude, Body Fit. He's the same thing. He's always been a bully. Now he's an old demented bully. Yes, Body Fit. You are not wrong. Thank you, boss. You're right. Old demented bully. Old demented bully, dude. He's like a fucking prize fighter that lost his footwork, dude. Right? He's got no zip anymore. Engrain, let's go. Let's go, baby. 2 away, guys. Dose. Final minute. Dude. Oh shit. He looks terrible, guys. He looks terrible. We're going to go right into his health after this. Trump mask replica, a.k.a. Frownland. Frownland! We're going to Frownland. Dude, let's go. Sue me. There it is. Let's go, dude. When will the Grim Reaper do its job? I want to just find 11,780 votes, which is 1 more than we have. Dude, Engrain, let's go. Oh, we did it, baby. Let's fucking go, dude. He's evil, dumb, and demented. Oh, and a POS. Yes. Yes, he is. And she doesn't mean he's a point of sale. Okay? She does not mean he is a point of sale. Dude, let's be honest. A musician is better than a varsity sport athlete, even though you did both. Let's go, Elf. Love from Florence, South Carolina. Kelly, let's go. Dude, the land of Nancy Mace in good old South Carolina. I'm sorry about that, Kelly. I'm sorry that you guys have to deal with Nancy Mace. Hopefully you're not in her district. Right? I don't know where Florence is, but I had some good shows in Sumter, right? I had some good shows in Sumter, South Carolina. Donnie has a lot of shawarma in his spaghetti house, right? Oh, shit, right? I did in Sumter. It's like a military town. And when I was touring the country as a one-man indie rock band, I would often play at these like little like put together, cobbled together all ages venues. And all the military kids, the military brats would come out. They were good shows, dude, really good shows. It was crazy. That was like 20 years ago. there. The thing, though, that bothered me, oh, you're near Myrtle Beach. All right. The thing that bothered me, though, about South Carolina, 20 years ago, I don't know what it's like now, but you could not find, like, any healthy food anywhere. Dude, Walter, him and Cohen are trying to reconcile. I heard that. We're going to look into that. You couldn't. Like, I would go to a grocery store and everything was, like, loaded with, like, sugar and MSG and high fructose corn syrup. Dude, it was so bad. I was like, dude, do you guys not have, like a New Seasons or a Nature's? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Dude, right? Oh, dude, it was crazy. Right? It was crazy. Waffle House, I do like Waffle House, but you go to Waffle House to be unhealthy, but at a grocery store, you usually count on being able to get something there that's healthy and some shit that was unhealthy. But man, every market I went to in South Carolina was like just filled with like unhealthy stuff. Little Miss Natalie's in this for her inheritance. Yeah, well, I mean, we think maybe Natalie is fucking, right? We think maybe Natalie is, you know, the nurse. Star Fox said, can't believe I played that many shows in a small amount of time. Yeah, no, I played a lot. I played like for like a little stretch. I was playing like 200, 250 shows a year. There's a lot of shows, right? It was fun though. Tiring though. Like, I didn't get the tour lifestyle until I was 35. And I wish I had gotten it when I was 25, right? Because it really is a life for a 25. And when you're 35, it's like, it's a little more complicated, right? It's a little more complicated. The pig, are you talking about Piggly Wiggly? Oh, yeah, dude, Piggly Wiggly. Dude, we had a Piggly Wiggly in Watertown, Wisconsin. That was our local grocery store. It was right next to this supper club called the Feed Bag. Dude, it was Piggly Wiggly and the Feed Bag were right next to each other. But the Feed Bag was like a really nice supper club, right? And called the Feed Bag. Like, what a weird little town. Yeah, we're going to go strap on the Feed Bag at this nice supper club. All right. All right, you ready? Here we go. Dude, was it a meat shop? No, the Feed Bag was a leisure suit supper club, right?
Is that? Could I have your photo, please? Photo, voter ID. All voters must provide proof of citizenship. Are you a citizen of our country, please? And hopefully there will be no corrupt mail-in ballots, which if you watched California and so many other places, mail-in ballots are inherently corrupt. So is that?
Dude.
Could I have your photo?
It's just the harangues are just tired, boss. Right? Yeah. We saw the Fox claim. Yeah, dude, that was like, guys, this was just not, it was just, Caroline Sunshine was right. This is low ratings, okay? Right? This is crazy. Look at this, though. Even Hannity just did 5 minutes on this. Hannity did one segment and then went back. Okay? Seriously. Okay? Hannity did one tiny segment and then he moved on. Let's see.
Our elections are definitely third world. I've lived in Beijing, and I can say that the elections in Beijing when they were there are much better than California and the United States. And what our elections are...
Oh, okay. Dude, Newsmax is telling their voters that the elections in China are better than the United States. Bro, what are they doing? Dude, these people are stupid. Like, they're literally like demystifying all their enemies. You know what I'm saying? They're so dumb, bro. You know what I mean? They're so dumb. They have no idea what they're doing. Like, thank you. Yes, thank you, Newsmax, for demystifying shit.
How did you do it? How did you figure out what Donald Trump was going to say tonight? Lawrence, thank you for having me. And tonight I heard a failed president
indeed
desperately casting about for excuses to meddle in the upcoming election if he can, or to discredit the result when he loses decisively, as I expect he will. I heard a president who, as war spirals and as prices keep climbing for families across the country, is, as always, focused on his personal grievances, focused on his personal shame and humiliation, and above all, focused on his personal fear of the accountability that will come when we win this fall.
He is scared.
But this is important, folks, and I want you to hear me out when I say this, because I also heard a president clearly signaling his intent to attack these elections and to undermine voting rights.
Absolutely.
And you know it's going to be right here in Georgia.
Yes. I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be some attempt by Donald Trump to probably go to Michigan, Georgia, maybe even North Carolina, certainly California, right? Maybe, Texas, depending on how Tallarico does. Ohio, which is looking very bad for them. Possibly Wisconsin. And definitely, did I say Georgia? I think I did, but if I didn't, Georgia. But there's going to be some states that he is going to try to fucking, make a big deal about, crow about, claim that there's impropriety. Yes, Arizona, for sure, with Biggs versus Hobbs. That's another big one right in the shadow of TPUSA. Thank you, the one. And maybe Pennsylvania. Maybe it's like I don't know that there's anything super critical there. I'm thinking more about like his friends and his people that he's trying to protect, but quite possibly Pennsylvania as well, yeah, and making sure that they don't suffer some losses because they did pick up some shit. But he's going to try to create some we suspect impropriety. We're going to go collect the ballots. They're going to try and take the ballots, I think. And so I imagine the states are going to be getting prepared for that. That is something that they should be prepared for. If any state is not prepared for this, I'm going to be pissed. Okay? I'm going to be pissed. I know that California, I believe, already passed a law. I know Virginia, I think, did too. Some states are passing a law that makes it illegal to try and intervene and commandeer the ballots. So, right? So there are states that are already passing laws saying that you cannot legally fucking take our ballots. So, and the federal government trying to break state law, that is a complicated sort of legal morass that I don't think would work out very well for him, right? But he's going to try, right?
Critical battleground state. Look, we have an opportunity this fall to deal a rebuke so decisive that no president will attempt abuses and corruption like this for centuries. That will be a great service to our republic. But he is signaling his plans to come right here to Georgia, attack the election and undermine voting rights. And I'm asking folks to take action right now. Grab your phone, grab your laptop, go to electjon.com, answer the president tonight overwhelmingly. Do this thing, chip in, join our team, help us get out the vote and protect voting rights.
Dude, I gotta say this, guys. I don't like the fact that we have to pay for these guys to get into office. Does that bother you? That bothers me, guys. I feel like elections should be publicly funded with small amounts of money and policy oriented. I don't like the fact that we pay for these guys' salaries. We raise money for them to get into office. And then they really do precious little for us, okay? And that's really bothersome to me that these guys, we pay for everything. Millions to get these guys into office. I'm tired of paying for them to get into office. Elf says, Tommy, I honestly think we crossed paths in South Carolina, but it was a little bar in South Carolina. Remember music, but it was mid to late 90s. I know key changes. Let's go. Dude, I was not in South Carolina in the 90s, though. So that was not me, right? I didn't first arrive in South Carolina until like 2004. It was like 2004 to 2006, right? In the 90s, I only toured on the West Coast. But yeah, I don't like that shit. Okay? I don't like paying for these guys. Dude, that was sad. Dude, let's go, Elf. Fuck, appreciate you, boss, a lot. So yeah, let's look at Hannity, though, because Hannity here was pretty funny. Nobody got into this, okay? Right? Fox is not covering his primetime speech. They were just chiming in. Hannity wasn't covering it.
Anyway, 𝗙cie, thank you so much for that summary. We appreciate it. We have a ton of other breaking news and developments tonight. One starting in the Middle East. This is a Fox News.
Dude,
anyway,
that's
𝗙cie,
crazy.
Thank
Dude,
you so much for that.
Dude, what is going on with Hannity's hair, bro? Seriously. Dude, Walter says, this is from mom. She says, stay you, stay awesome. Let's go, Walter. Tell your mom I got it. I got you, boss. We will stay. Look at his hair, dude. Dude, he's got like Lego 1700s hair. Is that a toupee? Dude, that is not a good toupee. This guy is rich as fuck. Like, yo, dude, Hannity. Yo, Hannity, what's up? Political punk here. Bro, dude, what's up with like the Lego John Adams, boss? Jesus. Your hair, dude, is it a toupee? Everyone in chat thinks it's a toupee. But goddamn, bro, you're worth like millions. Can't you buy like a decent rag? Do you get that at Goodwill or what, dude? Dude, that is like some Waldo, like fucking, you know, John Quincy Adams shit. Like looking like it's made out of like dirty yarn or some shit, dude. It doesn't even look like hair. Jesus. Dude, fix your shit, bro. All right? Fuck you. Bye-bye. Dude, it is the worst. Hold on. It's like, dude, that shit is like, that is some bad shit, dude. Dude, hold on. I want to see if I can find somebody that has hair like that, dude. That is some fucking crazy ass bad shit. Dude, I can't even find someone with that terrible of a hairstyle, bro. Right? I'm trying hard to find someone. I can't even find someone with hair that bad. It is like the worst shit I've ever seen, dude. Dude, the only thing I can kind of find is like something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It does have a little bit like that, right? It is Victorian minus the fanciness at the edge. Dude, shit is fugly, bro. Dude, can't remember key changes, but I remember a certain chord progression that you do that came up in my memory. Oh shit, dude. Dude, well, Alf, you may see me in Chicago, right? Or something, right? I don't know where you were in 2004, but I used to play the Elbow Room down in fucking on Lincoln all the time, dude. I would play the Elbow Room. Like, dude, does Iran have a Lego clip of him? Yeah, dude, he didn't even cover that shit. Dude, Hannity didn't even cover this shit. You see that? He came in and he passed off. Yeah, bro. That is the worst fucking hair, bro. They spent 5 minutes talking about Trump's speech.
Anyway, 𝗙cie, thank you so much for that summary. We appreciate it.
So they did a 5-minute summary on Trump's speech, and then they bounced and went back to their regular programming. Nothing. Crazy. All right, what does he say here?
Declassification. We'd be talking about the largest data breach in American history. 220 million Americans voting information in the hands of our top geopolitical foe. The nation needs to take a deep, deep dive examination into who knew what and when and where, and why did they keep this information from the American people? Why did they keep it from...
Dude, it was Trump's administration there, donkey.
You know, why did they keep it out of the presidential daily briefing? Why wasn't anything done to stop it? A lot of questions.
Oh, so that's the thing. They're trying to say that Trump was never briefed on this. But we all know that Trump never listens to any briefings, right? Dude, this is weak.
Tonight, and a lot of studying needs to be done. And I hope the media, I know we'll do a deep dive into all this documentation in the days ahead for sure. Anyway, I should
thank... Dude, crazy. Dude, they should swap hair, bro. She should put her hairpiece on Hannity, and he should give her this. I think they would both look way better if they, like, swapped it. That's what I'm going to ask for. I know I should be focused on the content of their speech, but, dude, it's fucking bullshit. It's nonsense. Yeah, guys, again, I'm just going to say this again because I've been sort of, like reiterating the same thing, but I'm getting ready to move on to some new shit. But what I will say is that this was not the bombshell, okay? Everyone thought, people were playing this up. It's going to be a big bombshell, but there was no proof. This was another 80-year-old man just crying about transgender people and desperately hoping that he won't get impeached again and whining, and there's nothing in there, and nobody's even covering it. Even Fox News was just giving a summary. Yeah. Sorry, Trumpy. You were boring. It was literally just boring tonight, guys. Right? Just boring. Not even interesting. Right? That's the header. Trump declassifies election files. Okay? And again, there's nobody, dude. They're like nobody's getting into this. Dude, yeah, look at what Hassan said here. This is beautiful. Look at this. So elections were rigged under Trump's watch, but then Biden came in and fixed the election rigging, and that's how Trump and everybody won. Dude. Yeah, good story, boss. All right? You want to see the source of that story, guys? Here, let me show you the source, right? The source is right there. There we go. This is the source of Trump's election theory. Right there. Oh, that's where Trump and his boys got this precious information, dude. Dude, they were riding the old glass bonanza. Hope they use a blowtorch. Something super hot. Yeah, midnight. I think Gabbard got pushed out because she wasn't going to go there. Okay? I think Gabbard had a red line. And I mean, Gabbard is pretty, she's pretty squishy and she's a liar, but I don't think she was going to be a party to this, this thing. Yeah, this was a brick free throw. And again, look at this, dude. He's begging about the SAVE Act.
I've mentioned. To all Americans, I ask you to pick up your phone tomorrow, call your representatives in the House and Senate, and demand that they pass the SAVE America Act without delay.
Yeah, nobody's passing that fucking piece of shit voter suppression bill. Sorry, Trumpy.
Together we will restore faith and...
Oh, yeah, together we will. Dude, together we're going to try to figure out what the fuck is going on with your face, bro. Jesus.
Confidence in our country. And we will be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before.
Yeah, no, you're getting impeached, you fucking pathetic sack of shit. Getting impeached, right? Impeached, boss.
ABC and NBC will not air the president's election security speech on broadcast networks. Apparently, they will stream it. However, he is talking about Iran, and there's new information just coming out within the past few.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at these people, guys. These people are so dumb. Look at them. Look at what she's saying to her followers. She's blocked me, by the way. This idiot. I don't even know if it's a she. I don't know if that's a real person, but she's a clown. But look at what she says. Holy fuck. He just threw Barack Obama under the bus. This is really happening, folks. Hold on to your hats. Dude, nothing is happening, guys. Nothing. Nothing is happening. Right? Arrest the commies. Oh, it's coming. Dude, it's coming. It is so coming. It's coming now. Dude, nothing's gonna fucking happen from this. People are going to get arrested. Dude, we are going to fucking do nothing. Dude, give me a break, bro. Oh, shit. They're so dumb. They're like, these people they are so stupid, guys. Dude. Right. Yeah. Yeah, this is fucking brutal. And it is crazy though too, because this I think is going to haunt him. Okay? We looked at this earlier, but the fact that he did put out some information about Russia that shows that Russia did meddle in the election and they did it to hurt Biden and help Trump. So he's been saying Russia, this big hoax, but he basically proved that Russia was helping him in 2020, or he didn't prove it, but he's like strongly suggested that there's evidence of that. Like, what an idiot. In all seriousness, I highly doubt, but recommend that Trump will be impeached 3 times. He will be impeached again. It's not going to go anywhere in the Senate, right? But they will have a vote, I bet, in the House. Dude, yeah, 𝗏𝗍𝗏 is amazing, dude. I love him. So, yeah, dude, what a brick free throw. So here's their big fucking thing, right? This is their big fucking thing. And again, though, guys, you ready? So let's look at what their documents, their documents, there's like some zip files of whatever. Okay, we'll have to go through and disseminate this shit. So there's 4 groups of documents that are, we've been seeing this shit online. They're like this shit, like redacted screenshots of shit. There's the one that Benny Johnson and everyone was doing, but there's no actual proof of anything. And you have this, like, dude, this, like, good luck taking this into the courtroom. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? We don't even know what this is. Was this an email? Is this something somebody typed on their fucking Fisher-Price typewriter? Like, bro, it's, sorry, Trumpy. Maybe you should put this energy into the Epstein files. It's a lot juicier and there's a lot more evidence. I don't see this really going anywhere, guys. I don't see it, guys. I honestly... All right, let's go. I don't see it. Yeah. And I'll download that shit and look through it. But so far what I've seen is look at this. Like, look at this. It's just a summary, right, of like somebody talking about things, you know, up to exploit what China perceived to be U.S. fissures. So they're saying that China was trying to create some negative shit in America. But like, dude, you know, that's not a surprise. But again, none of this is evidence of anything. You know, this is like, you know what this is, guys? It's like the field reports in the Epstein files. How every time there was a crazy theory or a crazy idea, an FBI agent would go out, take a field report, write a summary of what the person said, and they put it in the file. But like, okay, you can hunt those things down, and like, but the ones that didn't have any evidence were literally just a report of, you know, hey, we're looking into X, Y, and Z happening. And that's what they're releasing, but that's not evidence of anything. Trump gets impeached 4 times. Officially, I will donate to any group that Tommy supports. Let's go, Elf. Dude, I'll take you up on that. But yeah, this isn't showing anything. I mean, even what's saying here, dude, look at this shit about this. Okay, let's just look at, we're not going to read the whole thing, but Benny's throwing his big fucking evidence on here. But look at what it says. It says the operations themes covered a broad range of topics to exploit what China perceived to be U.S. fissures and vulnerabilities, including racial tensions, alleging that white people hate black people, inciting demonstrations and marches as evidence of racial divides, right? You know what I mean? But like, dude, hello, okay, every government does that. Like, governments are doing that, trying to exploit shit all the time, dude. Dude, this shit is like, there's nothing in here. It is just like memos. You know, I mean, dude, people aren't even commenting, right? You know what I'm saying? Name the influencers China used to spread propaganda. Dude, right? I mean, dude, like, dude, oh shit. Trump is the Scientology free zoner boss. All right, let's go. Dude, thank you, Shannon. So there's sensitive government agency documents revealing, but again, though, what's crazy about this is these documents don't reveal anything. They reveal a summary of what they believe China had plans on doing. Okay, great. Dude, they cracked the code, guys. Look out. Dude, let me, hold on, wait. Guys, hold on, no, this is serious, guys. Dude, I have some sensitive classified documents that I'm going to declassify real quick. This is from my burn bag. All right, I don't know if you can see it. It says, Trump made it all up. There you go. That is that's about what we're looking at, guys. Right? That is exactly what they have released. All right. From my burn bag to yours, Trump made it all up. Dude. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, this is like nothing. Dude. Yeah, this is like zilch. All right. I mean, guys, I'm a little disappointed, you know? I'm a little disappointed because I thought maybe there would be like like some type of, I thought maybe there would be some type of like huzzah, right? Some huzzah, right? But there's nothing. There's no huzzah. The speech wasn't demonstrative. The speech wasn't even electrifying. You know what I'm saying? The speech was fucking boring, dude. Right? It was boring. He was gripping onto the podium. We didn't even get any good accordion hands in there. We got a lot of like, they made me look bad and they did something in Venezuela and I heard that like, a dog farted in Qatar and so like, please, like pass the Save America Act. Please call your grandma and see if she'll like come over and like clean the shit out of my diaper. Cause somebody like they did bad things and I swear I didn't lose. Help me. Dude. Nothing. And what's more, guys, you ready? Let me tell you this, guys. What's more is I did see, like John Ossoff said, I saw a president that appeared to be telegraphing that he's going to try some crazy shit to undermine the elections. But you know what else I saw? I saw somebody that I don't believe is actually capable of achieving that. And that is the stark thing about this, is I saw a president who wants to fucking fuck with the elections. He wants to fuck people over and commandeer and somehow like undermine them and have it work out for his benefit. But I didn't see a guy that I think can actually pull that off. I saw a guy that is going to not be able to accomplish it. And he's going to go talk to himself some more in the corner for another 2 years, crying about it while he gets impeached. And an Epstein microscope gets shoved up his dirty, sodden ass. That's what I saw. Like he's going to be falling asleep tomorrow morning, just weak, right? Weak, dude. But guys, we need to get in there. Okay? We need, I know we're going to fight over whatever. We've been fighting about Plattner and we're going to fight about whoever's the main candidate. And we may fight over Haley Stevens or fucking 𝗵𝗓𝗄𝗧. But when these primaries are over, we're going all the fuck in. Okay? I don't care if we love the candidates, hate them. I don't care if you love or hate Abdul or Haley. You love or hate whoever wins in fucking, right? If, Tallarico or in fucking Ohio, or you love or hate anyone, it doesn't matter. We're going to go all the fuck in, and we're going to fucking put the body slam on these fuckers, and then we're going to investigate every ounce, every fiber of their being for the next 2 years, and fucking put little, like, C4, explosives, metaphorical explosives on all of that shit, okay? That's what I think we're going to do. All right. We're going to make a truce with centers and lefties and all this after the primary. We're going all in. Elf says, I honestly don't know where to go anymore. Twitter sucks. MSM sucks. And be honest, you're very progressive and I have to find random networks. Let's go. Let's go. What kind of networks are you looking for, Elf? Right? I'm progressive. Are you not progressive? Are you less progressive, Elf? Let's go. Dude, JD is beat. All right, moving on. I've given Trump enough of my life. All right, we're going to fucking hit up some other shit. I'm not going to stay too late. All right, because, I want to get some videos done. But yeah, dude, the rats are jumping. Dude, burn bags. Obama game burn bags. Yeah, sure. Dude, nobody's believing this shit. Right? Dude, right? The significant number of burn bags used to destroy information. Sure, guys. Waiting for the arrest. Yeah, look at this. This guy says, while in Beijing, Trump was friendly to Xi. Tonight, he alleged without any evidence that Xi was interfering against him. Right? Dude. Oh, shit. Look at him, though, guys. He's fucking cooked, bro. Look at him. Dude, he's done, boss. This guy is done. Dude, this guy's testicles are in burn bags right now. I shit you not. Dude, Donald Trump's fucking mushroom tip and his testicles have been in burn bags for weeks. Look at him, dude. He is ineffectual. All right? You know, you ready? Did you guys see the Big Lebowski? Did you see the Big Lebowski? I'm serious. Walter Sobchak used to say, dude, they're not a, what would he say? He would say they're not a, what was his word? Hold on. He had a quote where he would say that right? Dude, I got to find his quote. Hold on, I'm going to find it. Dude, no, I fucking, what is it? What is the quote? He had a quote. I had it and I forgot it. Let me see if I can find it. He said, dude, these are not a, no, the aggression can't stand. Hold on. I'm going to get it. Hold on. Let me find this. Dude, why am I fucking not finding it, dude? Bro. No, I know that, but there's a part where he is specifically talking about them. So they're going, the guys in the motorbikes, the nihilists, they're going to like trade the money and they throw the bag out the window with the undies in it, right? And the dude is really worked up about it. He's really scared about this and nervous about them. And Sobchak is like, no, don't worry about it. These guys are not a blank enemy, but he used such a great word about it. Let me see if I can find the script here. Now I'm on a mission, dude. They're amateurs, yes. That's part of it. All right, here, I found the script. All right, you ready? Dude, maybe I'll fucking remember it, dude. Oh, fuck, bro. It was such a good quote. I remembered it too. I remembered it briefly and then I forgot it. God damn it. Oh, wait, here's 151 quotes. All right, let me see. All right, hold on. Apparently, nobody thought this was a good quote. Dude, Walter Sobchak. Dude, that was the name of a janitor? No, dude, get out. But basically, the quote I was looking for, though, is when they're planning on going to fucking, like, take the money. That right, and he was just basically saying, like, these guys are not a quality enemy. Like, you don't have to worry about these guys, right? He had his pistol and shit, and the dude was all nervous, and he was like, no. He's like, these guys are not a fucking an enemy that we need to worry about, and of course they weren't, right? He fucking like jumps out of the car. He's gonna like beat him out of him. Oh, dude. Yes. No, that's what it was. Formidable, right? They are not a formidable enemy. Yes. Yes. Ozzy got it. Yes. They're not a formidable enemy. That's what it was. Right? That's what it was. I knew it was a word. It was a super specific word. But he was like, no. These guys are not a formidable enemy. And that's just it, dude. Trump is no longer a formidable enemy, guys. He's not. He's done. He is done, dude. Syntax error. Yes, he is done. Dude, I love how you guys produced like every other quote of the movie, right? Good work, guys. Dude, you guys literally like fucking quoted the entire film right there. That was amazing. Well done. Yeah, he is not a formidable enemy, guys. There it is. Dude. You've never seen it? Oh my God, Ozzy, you got to see it. It's such a great movie, right? Little sidebar before we move on. Yes, they are not a formidable enemy. I had not even seen a trailer, okay? I literally had no information about the movie. I didn't know it was a Coen Brothers film. I had not seen a trailer. I had no information. My friend Zara just came over to my house one day and said, we're going to a movie tonight. My treat. I'm like, perfect. She came and picked me up. She took me to the theater. We went in. All I knew when I said, what are we going to see? She said, it's called The Big Lebowski. And I'm like, that's a weird name. I have no idea what this movie is about. And she took me to see it, and I almost fucking died in that movie. Just unfucking believable. Like, I was so enamored. I was obsessed with that film for years afterwards. But it was so good. Like, the best movie ever to walk in blind. Because I was like, what the fuck is this? Bro, I love going into movies like that. I normally will say that, for me personally, I don't watch movie trailers. I do not ever find out about what a movie is beyond reading, like, the tagline or whatever that's either on IMDb. I like to go into movies without knowing anything about them. I'll see trailers in the theater because we have like the unlimited movie thing, so we go to the movies a lot. And so I will look at movie trailers in the theater, but I never research it online. But yeah, dude, Trump is no longer a formidable enemy. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, burn bag. Yeah, this shit ain't gonna do the trick. Dude, Yeah, isn't this crazy though too? You ready? This is what else is crazy. Is look at this, guys. So Trump, look at what Trump is saying. You ready?
Is now under review, but it gets even worse. Raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020, yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden. Documents show that during this period, dozens of significant CIA and NSA reports about China's election targeting were kept out of the presidential briefing.
Yeah, but you look at this, guys. Dude, John Radcliffe is still the director of the CIA. So Trump's current director of the CIA is supposedly the guy who was in charge of the CIA while all this shit was going on. Okay, right? Like, when's he firing Radcliffe? Oh, he's not going to fire Radcliffe. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Believable. Believable, guys. Oh, shit. Dude. All right. Done with you, Trumpy. You're fucking boring. Boring. All right. Dude. What a clown show. Dude, I'm excited. I'm telling you right now, I am like fucking I'm excited, guys. I am. I'd been a little bit down on, you know, I don't know. I feel like we haven't picked up as much momentum as we could have because we've been having some internal fighting about, you know, things like Plattner and, you know, money to Israel. There's definitely the growing pains happening with the, you know, inside the Democratic Party. But one thing that's crazy about it is like, I feel like Trump is just digging his own grave, dude. He is. He's like digging his own grave. Yeah, they are going to pull some shit, but I'm confident that they're not going to be able to accomplish any of it. You know? That's what I am confident about. Let me see. I had this other thing that I wanted to look at in here somewhere. I guess I didn't fucking thought I put it in the bookmarks. All right. Well, we'll circle back to that another time. All right. I want to look at this Karoline Leavitt thing because I know people have talked about this before, but like, let me pull this up. Yeah, here we go. What is going on with Karoline Leavitt?
Who's running the teleprompter tonight after this report that the other guy is now under investigation for making money off of reading the president's speech?
Obviously, I'm aware of the report. The president is too. I spoke with him about it. He believes it's deeply...
Dude, like, this is, like, some people were talking about this. So, there's a couple things going on here. First off, the subject of this question is, like, that the Trump's teleprompter person was like betting on 𝗙𝗆𝗆 or betting on fucking Polymarket, right? The guy running Trump's teleprompter is like looking through the Trump speech and betting on shit that was going to occur in the speech. Like, these betting markets are like way out of control. Everybody in Trump land is like grifting. But look at this. I think they're talking about her eye, that it looks like she has a little bit of a black eye. Have people, I've heard people talking about this before. Everybody is grifting, okay? right? See, yeah, this is what people were talking about before, and it's kind of like making a resurgence, okay? Is people thinking that she's fucking being abused, right? Because of like a repeated darkness, and it's on her eye. This is the thing that somebody mentioned today, that again, looking like maybe she's got a fucking, like, you know, you're seeing it. It's not going on in the other eye. It's not like normal bags, like tired bags. It does look like her left eye is swollen and a little bit of shading. And this is something that people have been noticing before. Now, we could be piling into something here that is not accurate. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be like some other condition. I just think it's weird. Okay. What I think is weird is the fact that it's not on both sides. All right. Because I am a chronic, like, undersleeper. I never get enough sleep, guys. Okay. I never get enough sleep. And so, but that always affects you, like, in both ways. And I mean, her other side just looks like totally like right as rain, but she keeps, you know, having fucking what looks like some bruising or something just on the left eye. And so people have been suspicious that maybe this is something having to do.
The president posted this morning about,
that maybe this is something about, you know, that, like, if she's having some problems at home. Okay.
The president posted this morning about, his threat that on leaving Iran, he said we might be blowing up and completely obliterating all of their electric generating plants, oil wells, Harg Island, and possibly all desalinization. Essentially, why is the president threatening what would amount to potentially a war crime with the U.S. military? And how do you square that with the administration repeatedly saying that the U.S. does not target civilians?
Look, the president has made it quite clear to the Iranian regime at this.
Dude, yeah, I mean, she does. There does look like there's something funky with that. Now, now this was in April, okay? This was back in April, the end of March, and this is like today, right? This is today. This is talking about the Trump teleprompter, okay? She does have an infant and a baby, but when was her baby born? Her baby was born May 1st. So this one was before she had a baby. Okay? This is before she had a baby. This was March 31st. So this is a full month before she had that kid. Okay? Now, guys, here's the thing that I do want to say. Okay? Because obviously this is not a lot of evidence of, like, okay, that she's being hit. But here's one thing I will say, okay? When women are getting hit, there's almost never an instance where you think, oh yeah, I believe she's getting hit, okay? That's what's really weird about this shit, right? Like men who hit women, none of the women's friends ever think the man is really hitting them. And so usually when it finally comes out, there's like this weird cognitive dissonance where even the women's good friends, if they don't know about it, don't really believe it, because the women will cover it up with stories. They will, right? They always put on a happy face, you know. Now, the only reason, okay, that, like, I don't want to make huge assumptions here, but I will say this, though. The fact that Karoline Leavitt chooses to work in a space with so many abusers, it's very believable that she could be in a relationship with an abuser. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just think this should be, like an eye should be kept on this. Because guys, let me just tell you, conservative women, if they are getting hit, are not going to tell their friends. Okay? A liberal woman is far more likely to tell her friends, but a conservative woman would be the last person to fucking tell their friends. Yeah, but misunderstood. This was before she had a baby. Okay? This old video here is before she had a kid. Okay? So she didn't have marks from an infant hitting her in the face a month before her baby was born. That's not possible. But guys, I really think this needs to have a careful eye kept on. Elf says, I'm not going to assume anything because I have adult ITP, which resembles being drunk, so I don't think it's worth commenting on this. I don't know what ITP is, Elf. What is that? But I'm just saying that one of the things that is like it is something we should keep an eye on and see if it is repeated, because if she is getting hit, guys, if she is, I'm not going to say she is because I don't think there's enough evidence at all to justify this. But if Karoline Leavitt is getting hit by her husband, she's not going to tell anyone. Conservative women normally don't. They take that shit to the grave, right? And especially if that type of thing could endanger her standing in the Trump presidency, it could endanger her job. It would look bad on Trump. If this shit was going on, she would totally put that shit under wraps. She would absolutely put that shit under wraps. But anyway, let's look at this again and see what her demeanor is.
After this report that the other guy is now under investigation for making money off of reading the president's speech.
Obviously, I'm aware of the report. The president is too. I spoke with him about it. He believes it's deeply unfortunate and frankly a disgrace. And the individual that was cited in that report is complying with the CFTC. There will be a teleprompter operator tonight, of course, but it will not be the one, unfortunately, in that story.
What steps is the White House taking to ensure something like that doesn't happen again?
Well, the White House has extremely strict ethical guidelines with respect to issues like this.
Looks like there's
As
something going on with her nose, too.
This individual will no longer be here. He'll be on.
Now, this could be a plastic surgery thing, too, right? Yeah, there's definitely more makeup. It looks like there's something going on with her nose. It could very well be plastic surgery or something. But guys, I'm going to look at this shit a little more closely and keep an eye on this. I grew up in a household where there was not actual facial hitting, but there was arm grabbing and yanking and slamming against the refrigerator and shit. And my dad was very violent and very aggressive, but what was crazy is nobody ever saw it. Okay, nobody did. Everybody in the family, all my parents' friends loved my dad. They fucking loved him. He was the life of the party. Nobody, and in fact, when anyone was mad at my dad, people were like, why are you getting mad at your dad? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it always is like that. It is like not, you never expect it,
Unpaid administrative leave. I'm sorry, without pay. The administrative leave is unpaid, to be very clear. That was a decision by the president.
I don't know. I just know that Christian fucking, conservative women, when that is happening to them, they don't speak up, guys. They really don't. They're, especially in a situation like this. If it were, it's something that could endanger Donald Trump or his presidency or her job, she would be under incredible pressure to figure it out and not have that become a thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't see a lot of evidence that it is that, but I see enough. I've seen enough instances of this over the last 6 months where it's been like a recurring thing that maybe something is going on. Like maybe she is going through some shit. Maybe that is why she is so fucking dysfunctional. Like, I don't know. I mean, you know, they certainly didn't think Donald Trump's faith advisor was a child molester. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just fucking, you know, I don't know. You just don't know. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to have like one eye poking around on that and maybe do a little more research and shit. Cause, you know, but people were certainly fucking like talking about it. They have been talking about it. Dude, she is troubled. She is. You know what I'm saying? She is a troubled human being, guys. She is. Dude, somebody said he's such a drama queen. Dude, no. You see, that's just it. Like, there's nothing wrong with fucking keeping an eye on that shit. There isn't. Dude, you guys get all uncomfortable, like, looking at that shit. You, like, guys, I highly encourage you to fucking, to fucking keep your eye on that shit. A lot of women are with abusive men. They are. It's like people get uncomfortable, though, because people don't want to believe that that shit actually happens. But it happens. Let me just put it to you this way, guys. There are 4,000 women murdered every year, and 35% of those murders are their fucking husbands or their boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? It is like a rampant problem. There are many, many women, like if you go to work in a corporate environment, no matter where you work, no matter what city you are in, you go to work tomorrow at your corporate job, there is somebody in your building that has bruises covered up on her face. I almost guarantee it. It is like crazy fucking shit. It is like way more widespread than anybody ever wants to admit. You know, you would care, but it's Karoline Leavitt. See, I care about that shit, even if it is Karoline Leavitt. You know, I don't want anybody to suffer with that shit, whether it's Karoline Leavitt or somebody, you know, in the Democratic Party. Now, I'm also going to admit that if it were somebody in the Trump admin, I would exploit it politically too, of course, right? You know, I would be concerned both for her and like the political exploiting of it. Absolutely. You know, but I think I'm a little extra sensitive to that shit because I grew up around it. And, you know, it's the same way with like the sexual abuse, you know, those topics like the Epstein stuff or people that are involved in SA like Trump's faith advisors. That shit like really hits me because it hits me home. It hits home because I've, you know, been through that. So I do, you know, kind of like, you know, like look into that shit. I mean, there was something that on the Democratic side, guys, that came up today that I think is worth looking at is this, guys. And you may not want to look at this, but it's Ruben Gallego. Okay. Now, we don't know if this is true yet, okay? Because right now it's the New York Post, okay? Which the New York Post, we know what it is, but it says the New York Post reports Ruben Gallego had sexual relationships with 2 House staffers, citing unnamed sources. The report alleges that Gallego acknowledged the relationships. Now, we remember Ruben Gallego was really good friends with Eric Swalwell, who we also was the most believable woman abuser ever. Okay, now Ruben Gallego first defended Swalwell, then turned tail and like threw him under the bus. But as close as Gallego was to Swalwell, you know that Ruben Gallego had to have information. He heard the scuttlebutt about Swalwell, as a lot of people did in Congress, and nobody said anything until it came out, because that's how it works. People keep shit under wraps. Now, the thing about this, though, is the other thing you'll notice with Ruben Gallego is this guy is kind of right-wing. He voted for the Laken Riley Act, okay? He is definitely like pro-Zionist. Absolutely, like Gallego is one of those Democrats that is like a Republican light. I've never really liked this guy, Ruben Gallego. I heard people talking about him for president, and I was like, fuck this guy. This guy is way too Republican for my taste, even though he's a Democrat. I've not really liked him at all, right? You know, but to me, dude, can we get a Paula? I honestly don't wish her lifestyle, but she's a terrible person. Yes! Let's go! But let me just say this, okay? Dude, anti-Zionism, no. Brophy, yeah, sorry, buddy. You need to fucking get out, dude. Right? Like, there are plenty of Jews that are anti-Zionist. You know what I'm saying? But sorry there, Brophy. Hold on, let me fucking... I don't know why it's giving me grief there. But I've been watching you in chat, and you're kind of being somebody that is, you know, needs to go piss up a rope. All right, bye-bye. Smell ya. Appreciate you. All right. But anyway, yeah, that's bullshit. Dude, that is bullshit. Now, no, there are certainly anti-Semitic people that are trying to use the anti-Zionist movement as a means to cover their anti-Semitism. Okay, people like Jake Shields and even people like fucking, you know, Nick Fuentes and all that. But anti-Zionism is simply not wanting that fucking, you know, fascist ethno-state. Yes, Tucker, MTG. Not wanting that fascist ethno-state, like trying to steal all the land in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? So fuck off with that shit. They are completely different. But my point being with the Ruben Gallego is like, I'm not, if we find out Ruben Gallego, okay, is fucking around with staffers and being a power monger, like, we're going to boot his ass too, okay? He's not getting a pass because he's a Democrat, okay? If he's an abuser, like, you know, and I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's an abuser. I wouldn't be surprised if Ruben Gallego, if this came out, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, he was pretty close to Eric Swalwell. They were like best buddies. And let me just tell you that, guys. Okay? Let me just tell you that people who are best buddies with abusive men usually have some abusive male tendencies in there as well. Okay? Right? Like, you might know a dude who's kind of like, you know, oh shit, toxic to women. But when that guy's your good buddy, you fucking know. They're talking about that shit. You're hearing the stories. You know how they treat women. Okay? If you are close friends, yeah, Donald and Epstein, there's no fucking way Donald didn't know. Okay? When you are close friends with men, if they are shitty to women, you fucking know it. I've ended friendships because of that shit. Because of guys, you know what mine was? One of my friendships that ended just out of high school, it wasn't even the guy like he wasn't hitting women or he wasn't doing any shit like that, but he was lying to them. It was one of my best friends who used to meet girls and he used to lie to them. You know what I'm saying? He used to meet those. Oh, now he's on his fucking, he's on his alt account, right? Dude, yeah, Trump never banned anyone from anything. But my high school friend, right? I know he is, dude. What a loser, dude. What a grapey person, right? Grapey. You make them go. You say, hey, you're crossing my boundaries, and they cross your boundaries again. That's what grapists do, guys. Just for the record, that's how they behave. You tell them no, go away, and they don't go away. They keep coming back, right? That's the behavior, guys. It's like, that's abuser behavior. We fucking spot it from a mile away. But so I had this friend in high school, guys. I had this friend in high school who used to like lie to women. He would start dating girls that were like friends of mine, women that I liked and really respected as friends. And he would lie to them and cheat on them. And I was supposed to like protect his secrets. And I ended the friendship. I had to get out. And to this day, I don't really talk to the guy anymore because it was like, dude, it was so toxic. Because guys, I was a womanizer too. I was like, you know, flings and one night stands and did the whole rock and roll 9 yards. But I did not lie to women about it. Okay. I went into like relationships or dating with women, letting them know how my behavior was and that I was a total slut and that it was just my MO and that like, that's how I was. But he would like do these elaborate lies and then try to convince the women they were making shit up. That kind of weird gaslighting. And that shit fucking creeped me out, dude. It did. It reminded me too much of my dad, you know? So yeah, you have to like, I don't know. We have to keep open eyes about this, guys. We do. We have to keep open eyes about these abusers. Right? Dude, called your brothers out for being... I don't think there's anything wrong with sleeping around or being polyamorous or having multiple relationships as long as there's a level of honesty about it. Okay? As long as there's a level of honesty about it, right? There, you know, I know a lot of... I know people now that are polyamorous. And that is like, is really intriguing to me because there's like so much communication. It's actually pretty cool, right? I'm really intrigued by that. You know, I'm really intrigued by that lifestyle. I am, you know, I do not. What is the hand signal for help? I'm being held against my will. For human trafficking, it is you tuck your thumb into your palm, you raise like this. It's like this. Yeah? Right? Interesting. Dude, we'll have to fucking keep our eyes out for that. Right? Yeah. There you go. But you open and close it? You're supposed to open and close it? Dude, this shit, it kind of hits me a little close to home, guys, because I lived in an apartment in LA with a woman who had been, you know, had a long history of an abusive relationship with this guy. And then she moved out of his place and she moved into the apartment building and like various neighbors, like this guy would show up. And then we would have to like protect her. Like she would like come and get us. And so we would get drawn into it. So there were more than a few nights. And I can't remember what her name is now. But I remember she was a redhead. And, you know, she lived like four doors down on the first floor. But like he would be there. And he would like refuse to leave. And then one of the neighbors would get called upon. And we would go and like stand in her apartment with her and just not let them be alone when he would show up. And he was so weird. He would be like, come on, man, just give us a few minutes to talk. Like, come on, man. And I'd be like, dude, I'm not leaving. And he'd be like, he kind of looked like the fucking dude who played the dude from Star Wars, Adam, He was in the guy who played fucking young Anakin. What's his name? Dude, the dark-haired guy, tall, skinny, dark-haired guy that played fucking Anakin Star Wars in one of the Adam Driver. Yes, this guy kind of looked like Adam Driver, and he would be like bargaining and begging, and he'd be like, "Come on, man, come on, dude, just give us like 10 minutes, like, come on, man, like." And then he'd get all like angry and puff up and be like, "You're starting to fucking piss me off," right? And he'd get all puffy, and then he would be like, "Come on, man, come on. I'm sorry. I'm stressed out." And he like his fucking demeanor would change. Like it was like watching a shapeshifter. It was really fucking creepy. And I used to think like, dude, am I going to get fucking shot one of these nights? Like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? He played Kylo Ren. Oh, that's right. Kylo. Thank you. Kylo Ren. Thank you. But dude, I don't know. It's creepy, dude. It's just fucking weird, man. It was weird. It was a weird experience. So yeah, I'm a little sensitive about this. So Karoline, better not be you. He did not try to kiss me. No, he did not. But yeah. All right. I'm not sure I'm buying it, but I think we're going to keep our eyes out. Right? Dude, are you relaying a story? Dude, there is a clip of a woman being helped. I'm glad we got on this subject, guys. Just if for nothing else than to like, get into that fucking, get into that signal, right? Dude, misunderstood is Elf says, pretty sure most musicians today are very casual and careful, and no one ever asks unless something crazy happens. We're all going to be there. Let's go, Elf. Dude, let's go. Yeah, I think you're talking about the, right? Yeah, it's probably safer for them, misunderstood, to do the signal like, in secret, in like, But did you see what misunderstood said there? Where this right here blew my mind. She was my best friend. We've been through so much together. Then I found out about this whole other side of her that you're talking about a friend who had like a dark side that was like fucking around or something, right? Purposely sought out married men. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, some dysfunction just runs deep. It does. Some shit runs deep. All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to go make some videos, guys. I'm going to go eat food. I'm going to go make videos. We covered a lot of the Trump shit. And dude, you helped a woman who's being hit. She ended up attacking you to stop. Yikes. Yeah. No, I always had some crazy fucking neighbors, boss. And I think some of it too is like, I can't prove this, but I think because I grew up in a household where there was like abusive male shit going on, I used to go out into the world and I would find women that were either in abusive things or had been. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like guys, we find each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's really dangerous, because abusive men will find people that are vulnerable to the abuse. You like find each other. And can I give you an example of this that has nothing to do with the abuse of like people finding each other? With my son, I've told you the story about how there was this, wealthy school that he went to that had all these families that were like executives at Nike. So my son, even in 1st and 2nd grade, my son was from a split home, right? All of his friends were from split homes, almost all of them. There were a couple that were from homes, and then years later, the friends he had, their families split. Isn't that baffling? So my son in 1st grade was making best friends with either people that were in broken homes like he was in, that had 2 homes already. Even though they didn't know what that was, they gravitated to each other. Kids with 2 households would become friends, and he would become friends with kids who had married parents, and 4 years later, all of those families broke up. It was like the seeds of the divorce were already planted, and the kids could fucking tell without even knowing, guys. Isn't that wild? Multiple friends of his that were from married families, they ended up breaking up like 4 years later. It's fucking wild, guys. It is wild. It's like we just can, there's like wavelengths that people are operating on. It is crazy shit. And no, they didn't. A couple of the families broke up. Elf says, I crossed paths with Adam Driver at Juilliard. I was graduating. He was a freshman because he was in the Marines. Oh, shit, dude. Dude, Elf, fucking breaking it out, dude. Thanks for sharing that message, Tommy. It's something to watch for anywhere and everywhere. Let's go, Anne-Marie. Thank you. Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate all you guys. Again, I'm not going to run around spreading rumors about Karoline Leavitt, but I am going to keep my eye on it, guys, because this is not the first time I've seen this. I've seen, like, insinuations with her, and you know, I'll be honest, like what I just said about people on the same wavelength, every woman who works with Donald Trump or around Donald Trump has the potential to be in an abusive relationship, guys, because that's literally like, there's a reason why they're fucking working for this guy. Okay? There is. You don't work around Donald Trump or with him unless that type of abusiveness is something you've internalized or you're comfortable with or you're okay with or you grew up around it. Like, you know, a healthy fucking person who has done work on their trauma would never work for that man. Okay? Only damaged people will work for that guy. And that's why there's people like Corey Lewandowski. There's all kinds of abusers in his fucking administration. They're all abusers. Emotionally intelligent punk. Let's go, Kelly. I got a little bit. I've been through some shit. All right. You ready? You got a dance coming. All right. Dude, thank you guys. Thank you for the support. I'm trying to work out a daytime stream too. I will get there. I don't know when. I thought we'd start this week, but my schedule's still a little too complicated. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. At some point, we are. Dude, thank you, guys. Dude. He does breed abuse. Yes. Alvin, let's go. She has Secret Service detail, though. You think they would not protect the boss top girl? Yeah, but so the thing about this, though, Ozzy, is like the Secret Service's job is, you know, it's complicated because a lot of those guys, like, remember the Secret Service guy who got arrested in the hotel for jerking off after stalking a woman? Like, many of those Secret Service guys probably have alcohol problems or drug problems. Like, you know, a lot of times the people in the halls of power are not the healthiest people. Right? You know what I mean? Like, dude, yeah. Like, bro, I bet everybody in Trump's orbit is just fucked up, bro. Dude. Oh, shit. They're pissed off at JD. He's letting his kid take a military helicopter? No, dude. All right, let's go. Oh. All right. You guys ready? Yeah, that was a crazy chat. Dude, that was crazy. I could tell people were getting uncomfortable, and we had some right-wing trolls in here too. That we did boot them, you know. Up to 50% of veterans report experiencing crazy, JG. Yeah, no, this shit is fucking rampant. I would love to stay, guys, but I'm trying to get 2 videos done after stream every night. I am. Let's go. I'm working my way to day streams too, baby. We're gonna get there. Okay? Very crazy chat. It was. I mean, I felt like people were getting uncomfortable just even around the topic. You know, like even around the topic, like people get uncomfortable and they're like, no, don't, let's not even talk about this. Like, no, that's not happening. And I think it's like, it's a really uncomfortable subject. It is. Because you just don't want to believe that it's like happening, you know, right? And it's complicated too because it would be politically exploitable too. So there's like, you know, that makes it a little tabloid, you know, that makes it a little tabloid for sure, right? But you know, I'm not afraid to be a little tabloid. All right, but now we're gonna get a little deja vu, baby. Dude, let's go. All right. Big love, baby. Big love to all you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. Oh, oops, wrong button. Whoa. Oh, shit, that's bright. All right, let's get into it. It's time to cut a rug. Make sure you're dancing. Take care of that soul, baby. Oh.
Before, yeah, I do recognize
Let's go! Dude, that one was grooving. I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more from you, yeah, more. Want more from you, yeah, more. I want more from you, yeah, more. Let's go! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, midnight, I understand that too. It's like, it's hard. Sometimes people, like, it's hard when they do nasty shit. It's easier to not feel any sympathy for bad people. I get it, but, you know, there's room to be callous and still concerned. But anyway, guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. All right? Take care of your head. Because I know Trump is not a formidable enemy, but that does not mean it's going to be easy, because he's going to keep fucking around. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, stay fucking radiant!
I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. about.